Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Yeah, Solana, let's start on the 4-hour time frame. The situation is still unchanged on the 4-hour time frame, just because a lot of people are interested in Solana videos and a lot of new viewers are coming in. Let me just explain our approach, how we see the chart first, briefly on the 4-hour time frame. There is a wave 1 to the upside, a wave 2 to the downside, a wave 3 to the upside, a wave 4 to the downside, and a wave 5. That's our plan, our agenda. That's how I see the chart. That's what I see likely, as long as certain parameters are, let's say, fulfilled and adhered to, and certain conditions are met. Like the boxes indicate what are the conditions. So for example here, the $47 level should really hold. Otherwise, I have to revise this scenario. So a break below $47 would lead to not invalidation, but it would make this particular scenario less likely. So that's my support area in a wave 4 for a wave 5 still to happen between $47 and $79. I don't suggest we will come down to 47 necessarily, but we just have to give it that space in that scenario. Okay, so I understand that is a significant pullback, but I don't necessarily see it get to that level, but it could do. Okay, so we might be sort of in the midst of this larger degree fourth wave at the moment, but we haven't even touched that support area, not even the $79 level. So the question at the moment that we deal with on this chart is, has actually this third wave finished, or do we get one more extension? So they are the two smaller degree, smaller time frame scenarios we're dealing with. Basically, okay, short-term bearish means, yeah, we are already in the wave 4 and could see a few more weeks of correction in wave 4, possibly closer towards the support area. Or the short-term bullish scenario indicates that, yeah, wave 3 could get one more extension, and I still think it would look better with one more high, but obviously the longer this correction goes, the more I will assume that the yellow count is playing out, because the wave 2, which happened here between the 9th of December and the 13th of December, I mean, you know, this is quite short, okay, and it needs to have, then there should be a certain proportion. So however, the boundaries are, let's say, fluid. You can't say, okay, now it's white wave 4, you know, and we get one more high, and now it's yellow wave 4. It's all about dynamically assessing probabilities. It's a very dynamic market, so that's why, you know, following someone who's regularly updating the chart can be quite useful. So the idea is obviously that in the white scenario we can see one more high, maybe a marginally higher high, towards $134, $147. Now I say marginally higher high. I mean, that is significant increase from where we are now, but you know, in the crypto market, it's not that much of a distance, to be honest. And that is still realistic, and then we could still get the wave 4. So that they are the two main scenarios we're dealing with on the smaller time frame. Now I have to say that even in the yellow wave 4, so even if we are in this more substantial wave 4 correction, typically with any correction, I start to track an ABC structure. It's the most straightforward, simple structure. But if we get, I mean, sometimes we can get a triangle, and it would mean that we might never see that support zone. It's literally just support. It's not a target at the moment, it's just support. So the wave 4 might very well play out above it in a more extended sideways correction in a triangle and then carry on. That's possible always, okay? But it would be very boring. So let's go to the 1 hour chart, and here there are the two scenarios in detail. We can see, first of all, that a 3-wave move down appears complete. That could be in the white count, wave 4. And we're now working on wave A of 3. But actually it's actually wave A of 5. I haven't labeled the whole thing because, obviously it's just sort of the second count, okay? Just the extension. But we have an ABC in wave A, could then still see a pullback in wave B, and then a wave C rally should send us higher. ABC because it's an ending diagonal. If after the next rally, and there should be one in the white count, okay, so if after the next rally we see a corrective pullback, it would clarify things and would suggest strongly that the C wave to the upside is going to unfold. Yeah. So I will, if I see this and we see a corrective pullback, I will add a support area to the chart. If after the next rally we see an impulse down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then followed by a corrective rally, which stays below the previous high, That's actually a short trade setup, and it could be the 1-2 setup in wave C, and the third wave can be shorted. So at the moment, I think I want to just visualize that at the moment, I think we're sort of just in wait and see mode. I don't see a very clear trade setup here. We're just tracking the structures, waiting for the chart to reveal what it wants to do. And I just showed you how it would reveal that. And we just need to pick up on those small clues, and then we get a trade setup. But it would be on a very small time frame. So yeah, that's sort of the idea at the moment. But without, I mean, at the moment there is what I count a corrective pullback, but it's not very clear. So this is not impulsive to the downside. So that is important, because that clarifies at least that the white count is still likely. Yeah. And I'm fairly neutral. I'm still, I still would like to see one more high, but it's not like, I sign it very high probability. So it's very balanced. It's just that I think we use the TA to understand what's the current risk and what does the chart need to do to clarify things really as soon as possible. That's my update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.